Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. We are swapping out the Bronco steps today. Reason being, if you caught my last video, we have the rough country stuff on there and they are just not holding up. So like I mentioned, the powder coating all flaking off. You look at the hardware, it's all starting to rust right away. And keep in mind, this thing is only about 2 years old on the truck, and we replaced the steps once under warranty already, only about 8 months ago, and they already look like this. It's flaking away. Sure, there's a little bit of salt on the road, but this Bronco has extremely low miles on it and it's not driven a lot off-road. So this is basically happening just daily driving on the street. So it's not good enough for the off-road stuff. And then on top, I didn't even realize this in the last video, but once I took this off, it actually broke. You can see here and here have the side bars that bolts into the pinch weld under the Bronco. This one actually broke right off. And you can see just rusted through. It's only welded technically on the one little spot, and it came off when I took the steps off. So we're going to install the new ones on there, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video today. All right, so what we got here to install today is a different style. These are going to be more of like a rock slider. They're not a physical slider because they bolt to the pinch welds, not the frame, but you're going to get the rock slider look, and these things are built heavy duty. I've got a similar set on my Frontier, and I've accidentally used them a couple times as a rock slider and they've held up great. So you can see it's a tube all the way around, and then if you flip them up and you look upside or on the bottom side, it's got a whole tube on the bottom for extra strength as well. So you'll notice it only bolts once on the back, once on the front. So when you bolt it on, you gain an extra bolt compared to the rough country set. They only use one into the body here, and then you have two that bolt into the pinch weld. This one doubles it up. So you got two on that side, two on this side, plus the stuff in the middle, and a little extra bonus since 1966 in the middle here. So you know they're made for your Bronco. They're gonna last a long time, and they look sweet. All right, so now looking at the steps, you can see the brackets are different. This one is horizontal, it's more flat. Whereas if you look at the one that goes on the back, it's pointing upwards. So same on both sides. The one that's pointing up is the rear of the Bronco. The flat one is the front of the Bronco. So there is a right and a left of these, but that's how you know which way goes which. So we can get under there and bolt these in place. All right, now hardware and instruction wise, what they give you, if you don't want to watch this whole video, they do give you instructions that comes with it, shows you what goes where. But for hardware wise, they make it super easy for you. You have a big bolt, you have a big washer, and a big lock washer. These don't come with a nut because these are going to be threaded into previous holes on the Bronco that are already threaded. So you can just screw this in, tighten it down, and you're good. As long as your lock washer in there is flattened out, you're tight enough. You don't have to go crazy on these things. You don't want to strip anything. And that's the whole point of these little lock washers. As long as you get that to go flat and snug, you're good. It's not going to ever let go. And then they also give you, for the pinch weld portion, smaller set. And the nice thing is they're not interchangeable. So the smaller bolts, you get smaller lock washers, smaller regular washers, and a nut. And keep in mind the nuts are corrugated as well. Got a little serrated edge on there. So when you set up this section, same idea. You want your bolt, your lock washer, then your regular washer on one side of the pinch weld, and your nut will go on the other side by itself. The reason it's by itself is because it has this little corrugated stuff, so when you tighten it, it's actually going to bite in a little bit. It might not need a wrench on one side because of that, which is helpful. But again, with these, when you snug them down, as long as that washer flattens out, it's not going to let go. So you don't have to go crazy and tighten these like the Hulk. Just snug it down until that washer's squished. That's the whole point. That's how they work. And you're tight enough. And then as for your bolts, the bigger ones are 17 mil and the little ones with the nuts are 14 mil. So that's all you'll need to put this on. All right, so moving underneath, it's a little bit tight under here, so it's hard to kind of see it. But these two holes here on your pinch weld, this is the front of the truck. Those are the front two of the smaller bolts you're going to use. And then if you look here, you have a threaded hole here and you have a threaded hole there. So those will be where your bigger ones thread into. You follow towards the back. This is where the middle one is. If you have your stock steps or whatever, there's going to be a middle section there. This is not used with the new ones because, like I mentioned, they're more heavy duty. But if you come to the back here now, you can see again 2 holes here. You have a threaded hole up here, and then you have a threaded hole that kind of goes on the side here, and that's why it's angled differently. So the one with the angle is so it can bolt into the body in these 2 locations, where on the other front side you saw it's more flat here. So that's the horizontal section. So again, put the 2 big ones in first, 17 mil. Once that's up, don't snug it down yet. Get these ones on the pinch weld started. Once you have them started in there, tighten down the big ones. Once those 4 are tight, come back and tighten down your 2 on the outer or the pinch weld side. All right, so once you have it all up and bolted down, this is what the front looks like. You can see you have 1 bolt there, 1 bolt there. Tighten those down first, 17 mil. Then come to the pinch weld ones and tighten them down, 14 mil. So 2 on the side. I put the nut on the inside just so you don't have the head of or the bolt sticking out towards the outside of the truck. It just looks better facing that way. You can get them in, tighten them down, no problem. You can see there's a little gap there, lots of room for your wrench. And then you come to the back and same idea. 2 tighten down on the outside, and then this is where the one is up top and the other one kind of upwards facing into the side of the bed of the truck. And everything is pre-threaded, so it goes in super easily. And then again, you just tighten it down, and that is your install. You're done. And just like that, your install is done. In my opinion, they look way better. You get the rock slider look without the rock slider price. And like I said, of course, these aren't going to take a beating like a rock slider will, because they are only mounted to the frame or the side of the truck, not the frame. So if you really put a lot of weight on these, yes, you will rip it out just like any side step. But having said that, the way these things are bolted on, you have a ton of support under there. So they can take a little bit of a beating, but if you're an extreme off-road guy, you're going to want a real slider, where the bulk of us are not. So these will do the job. Not only do they look sweet, they have holes here to get dirt and snow and any buildup to get off of there. You got some drainage points, gives you a little bit of grip. The texture here is like a rhino lining, similar to the back of like your truck, your bed liner, same idea. Not quite as rough, which is nice, but it will give you a little bit of grip, especially in the mud and the rain and the snow and stuff. And then these things are rated for like 350 pounds. So if you're a big dude, you can still step on here, even though you only have the 2 supports where the other ones had 3. This thing is built heavy duty, and it's going to hold any amount of weight you put on there, because you do have the extra piping underneath like that, just like I showed earlier. So lots of support. It's going to hold you. Another nice thing is with a lifted vehicle and a step like this, you have a step all the way across. You can now get up top and deal with the top of your Bronco, whether you got to wash it, you're messing. This one has a soft top, but if you're taking off your hard top, you got somewhere to stand and get a little leverage up there, because I'm 6 foot and you can see me in the window here. I'm just, top of my head is maybe at the window there. So with the lift on this Bronco, there's no way even a regular sized guy is going to be able to reach up there and get on top. But with a step like this, like I said, not only does it look sweet, but you're going to be able to get up there and clean it once in a while. And just in general, it looks really good. So if you like this video, I will leave a link down below and in the comments to the website where you can go and pick up your own. They do have a couple different versions. They have one that's more of like a step, if that's your thing. The rock slider one's like this, and a couple other different versions. Same idea install wise, it's just design wise is different. But if you would like to pick those up, in the description will be the link to Hooke Road, and you can go and pick up your own set of Bronco steps. They also make them for a bunch of different vehicles, so if you're watching this just to see what the build quality is like, the same link, just put in a different vehicle, and you'll be able to find what you're looking for. So thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one.